Now y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And I hope you guys have had a wonderful Christmas holiday. I definitely did. You know, Christmas really doesn't excite me the way that it once did, because I guess because I'm older now and I really don't require too much. I mean, it's just another day that I get to spend with my friends and my family. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday. Next up is New Year's, and yes, make sure you guys look at my post on the community wall where it asks you guys, how did you feel about the channel this year? You know what I'm saying? What do you expect from the channel next year? And all of that stuff, because I'm all about feedback, because I will say that I have improved a whole lot this year, and I worked my ass off all year, okay? I have to say that, period, all right? But with that being said, I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday once again, and I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and all of that stuff. So let's get into today's Yes for the Mess, because we already did a Yes for the Mess earlier with on Tasha K and Wiley and Armand Wiggins and Mod Radio and everybody else, child. We have had a time with that, okay? But we're about to get into Yes for the Mess. And now we're going to start this thing off with Lil Mama and Jay Z. Now, as you guys already know, Alicia Keys has been promoting her brand new Flop album that's just out now with her ashy ass voice. And they keep on asking her questions about the situation with the 2009 VMA performance that her and Jay Z partaked in, and that Lil Mama, you know, scurried her ass on stage and got a part of without anybody knowing. Well, Jay Z has said that he's forgiven her for it, and Lil Mama is now reacting to what he has said. So everything that I'm talking about today will be from thejasminebrand.com, just to let you guys know, because you know we cite our sources over here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get into the article, and then we're going to dissect it and move on to the next. So let's get into it. It looks like we can finally put Lil Mama's infamous stage crash incident behind us once and for all. In 2009, Lil Mama, aged 32, shocked the world when she decided to join Jay Z, who was age 52, and Alicia Keys, who was age 40, on the stage during the VMAs for a performance for their song Empire State of Mind. It's been over a decade since the crazy debacle occurred, and it seems like Lil Mama still finds herself dealing with the backlash because of her impulsive action. Thankfully, the lip gloss rapper might finally be able to leave the incident in the past. Recently, Jay Z was asked if he has forgiven Lil Mama, and he answered, "Yes, of course, come on, don't do that, of course." He continued, "That's our sister, man, we love her. I would recommend people just jump on other people's stage, but you know, Alicia and I don't wish her no harm. That's corny." He added, "She's a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying, and she got excited, so things happen, and of course, we love her." Lil Mama shared a clip of the audio discussion, and she captioned her post by saying, "I appreciate hearing this portion of last night's conversation. This has always been my stance. Love, love, love for both my big brother and big sister in my city. It brings clarity to all of us as a community to actually hear these words from our legendary leaders. Hip-hop has always been a culture to me, not just music. With that, I believe fellowship is very important to cultural growth. Reaching out to say you can do better, and even to say you're doing great, can make the world of difference." She added, "Thanks Jay Z and Alicia Keys for using your voices in this conversation. Hopefully we can have one together soon." Jay Z isn't the only one who has recently spoken on the now viral performance. During an interview with Revolt's Drunk Champs, Alicia Keys shared her side of what happened. She said, "The truth of all truth. All I know was on that stage, Jay was here and I was here, and in my head, I was such a gorilla at the time. My eyes, I was like, this is what's happening. I'm going to destroy this record tonight. That's all I had in my head. Somehow, however, she got up there. I didn't even bear witness to it. The whole show was ice. So focused on making it amazing. I went backstage and Jay was like, you ain't see that? And I was like, what? And he was like, nah, you just ain't see what just happened. And I was like, yeah, we killed it. That's what happened. What are your thoughts on this situation? Alright, so that was the article, and here's what I gotta say. I'm glad that we can put this whole Lil Mama situation to rest, because I get it. She did too much by getting on that stage. I totally understand that. Yes, I get it. Lil Mama is extra as fuck, and she's always saying and doing way too much. I get it. But the hate that this girl receives is a bit much for me. I really feel like people be giving Lil Mama so much, and I don't think that she deserves all of that, when there's plenty of entertainers out there that's very problematic topic and y'all give them a pat on the back. People like 50 Cent, y'all laugh at the way he disrespects women all the time and attacks them from head to toe, but y'all still mad at her for jumping on the stage with Jay Z. I just think that's a bunch of BS. That's what I think. I think that we should let it go. And because Jay Z said that he's forgiven her and Alicia is done with it, we should be done with it. It happened over 10 years ago. I think that we get the point. We don't care no more, and that's just that on that. I never really cared, to be honest, so it is what it is. I never cared, and I wish that everybody else would stop caring. That's just how I feel about it. So with that being said, y'all, that's pretty much it on Lil Mama. I'm glad that she's able to get the closure that she needs. I'm glad that we can finally shut the door on this subject and we don't have to talk about it again. Because I feel like people have been giving Lil Mama so much static for that it don't make no sense. It's bad enough that people didn't want to give her no props when she first came out, because no matter what nobody say, no matter what type of corny music she's made in the past, Lil Mama can actually spit. Like, Lip Gloss might be a corny ass song, but the girl got rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, she can really rap, but people don't want to give her that because she's a Lil Mama. I remember when she was casted for TLC's biopic, didn't nobody want her to play Left Eye, but guess what? She was the star of the show. I was looking forward to Lil Mama more than fucking Keke Palmer and Drew Sidora. That's just how I feel about that. So with that being said, y'all, let it go and let Lil Mama live. Now, moving on from Lil Mama, but we're still on Jay Z. Now, apparently it was said earlier this week that Jay Z said that no one could share a stage with him when it comes down to a versus battle. No one can share a stage with him, and I definitely disagree. I think there's a couple of people that can share a stage with Jay Z for a versus battle, and I will get into that after this article. But there's one person that has stood up and said that he thinks that he could beat Jay Z in a versus battle, and that person is none other than ATL rapper Future. Okay, now let's get into the article. Is Future challenging Jay Z to a versus battle? This past Tuesday night, December the 21st, Jay Z, real name Sean Carter, made headlines for addressing whether or not he would participate in the versus battle. While in a Twitter space with Alicia Keys, the rapper specifically said, "No one can stand on that stage with me. It's not a chance in hell that anyone can stand on that stage with me. That ain't never gonna happen." After this remark, many people began sharing their thoughts on the matter. While most appeared to agree with Jay Z, one rapper didn't share his sentiment. Future. Earlier today, on Thursday, December the 23rd, Future reshared a post on his Instagram story that challenged Jay Z's claim. The upload read, "I promise you, everybody from Atlanta feels like Pluto can win a versus against Hove." While Future isn't the only one who originally created the post, his reshare appears to suggest that he agrees with the statement. Additionally, it's also worth noting that about a week ago, Future made a series of tweets where he claimed that he was bigger than Jay Z in the streets. He also claimed that he was legendary and was the only rapper who essentially had Kanye West at his beck and call. Future has not further commented on the matter, and Jay Z has not publicly responded. Do you think that Future could take on Jay Z in a versus battle? And I'm here to tell you, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Future cannot see Jay Z in nobody's versus battle, and I don't know why he feels like he can. He is nowhere near on the level of Jay Z, period, and I don't know why he felt the need to put himself in the ring with that shit, because anything that Jay Z can spit on, he ain't seeing it, period. Now, if we're going to talk about people, now, do I believe that nobody can stand on the stage with Jay Z? That's a lie. I can name at least 2 people that can, and one of these people I'm not even a fan of. And y'all can probably figure out who it is when I call out the names. I feel like, no, as a matter of fact, it's 3 people that can stand up against Jay Z on that versus stage. 3 people. And I'm going to tell you who they are. Number 1, Nas is the first choice for me, because it makes more sense for Nas and Jay Z to do a versus battle because A, they have a history. Number 2, they had a rivalry in the past. And number 3, they are the closest thing to the GOATs to me, like Tupac and Biggie were. So yes, I feel like if anybody could go against Jay Z in a versus battle, I believe Nas can do the job. Number 2, the next person that I feel could go against Jay Z in a versus battle is Lil Wayne. I, for one, am not a fan of Lil Wayne at all. I don't like Lil Wayne like that. I like a couple of songs. I actually like Lil Wayne more during the Block is Hot days and the 500 degrees and all of this stuff like that. I appreciate him more back then. But as a person now, do I believe that Lil Wayne can go up against Jay Z in a versus battle? Hell yes. Why not? why would he be able to go up against him? He's one of the biggest rappers out too. So why would he be able to go against Jay Z? Now, do I think that Lil Wayne has better music than Jay Z? No. Do I think that Lil Wayne got hits? Absolutely. Do I think he got hits that can go against Jay Z's hits? Absolutely. But who do I feel like is the better rapper or has better music between Jay Z and Lil Wayne? I feel like it's Jay Z. I mean, I'll call out his good songs in a minute. The last person that I got in mind is Eminem. Eminem is also one of those rappers that will come out with an album every few years very quietly and storm the game with it. That's how I feel. And I do think that he can stand up against Jay Z. So when it comes down to Jay Z, what I don't like is the conversation that's been going on with the people down south. Okay? Because y'all know I'm from down south. And a lot of the times when they have these conversations, they be making themselves look stupid because all the fuck they know is Future and fucking Boosie and Webby and people who ain't never made no dent in the rap game at all. You talking about Jay Z, okay? Like, you know, really. Talking about who in the world bumps Jay Z out loud. Bitch, I do. Okay? I do. The Blueprint is one of my favorite rap albums ever, okay? Like, The Blueprint is probably, to me, one of his, if not the best album that he's ever done. And if y'all want to say, do you ever play a Jay Z song out loud, bitch, let me tell you a couple of them that I will play out loud. You got Ain't No with Foxy Brown. You got Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. You got H to the Izzo. You got, what is it, Dead Presidents. You got Can't Knock the Hustle. You got I Just Want to Love You. You got, okay, you got Never Change. You got, Encore. You got, let's see. You got, 99 Problems. You got, Brush Your Dirt Off Your Shoulder, whatever the fuck that song called. You got Excuse Me Miss. You got a whole lot of songs. You got Renegade. Okay. You know, you got Big Pimpin', one of my favorite Jay Z songs. You got Can I Get Her? You got so many Jay Z records. So for some people to try to downplay him like that is crazy. But like I said, I do feel like Nas, Lil Wayne, and Eminem are three rappers that can go up against Jay Z. Argue with your mama, because that's what I think. Now let's move on to Tiffany Haddish and Common. Now you guys already know that Tiffany Haddish and Common recently broke up this year, okay? Early this summer they broke up. And now Common has commented on the breakup, and Tiffany Haddish is not so pleased with what he has said. Now let's get into the art. The breakup between Tiffany Haddish and Common might not have been as amicable as it initially seemed. Now during a recent interview with Fox Soul's Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored with Jay Z, Tiffany Haddish, age 42, revealed that she isn't too happy with some of the things that her ex-boyfriend Common, 49, has publicly said about their split. She said, I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, okay, because that's not what you told me, but okay. When Jason Lee pointed out that Common appears to be the main factor in his failed relationships, Tiffany Haddish agreed. She said he might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like, you know, like a bee going from flower to flower. And I don't know. I just wish him nothing but joy and happiness. You know, he will always be cool. The Girls Trip actress also shared that she was fine with their relationship coming to an end because now she's facing a new opportunity. She continued, I miss him. I miss him from time to time, but that's with, I think, any intimate relationship that you might have. You miss them, but I'm fine with it. It's cool. When asked if she would date another famous man, Haddish answered, I would F one. According to reports, Common and Haddish initially met while filming The Kitchen in 2019 and started dating the following year. In 2020, news broke last month that the pair decided to call it quits and go their separate ways. As previously reported earlier this month, Common spoke on their breakup and shared with the Hollywood Unlocked that a lack of time was a huge factor behind their relationship. First of all, I want to say Tiffany, as you know, is for me like one of the best people I met in life. One of the best hearted, most authentic and caring people that I met in life. And that's what made me love her and be in love with her and want to be in a relationship with her and grow with her. He continued, we had a healthy, loving relationship. It was probably the most mature relationship I've ever been in. I don't think that the love really dispersed. I just think it was just that we weren't really feeding the relationship. Honestly, I feel Tiffany Haddish on how she feels about this, because sometimes when people break up and you come to a to a mutual agreement that this isn't going to work. This isn't the thing for neither one of us. We got to let it go. We got to let it be, whatever. I feel like sometimes people have their own agendas and they go behind your back and then they make up another story and it makes you look discredited because of what they've said. Now, I understand where Tiffany Haddish came from, because I know if it were me and I was in that situation and a nigga and I broke up and he decided to go out and tell his own side of the story, but not the same one that he told me when we was breaking up, I'll be mad too. But at the same time, Tiffany, if you already feel this way about Common and you think that he's that type of man that really doesn't settle down with just one person and one person only, then you should have never got with him in the first place. But it just goes back to what we talking about here. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of it all, we do gotta pick our battles and pick our fruit and everything else, and we got to understand what it is. And I do think that Tiffany doesn't really have no issues with Common. I just think that she just was, like she said, disappointed with the way he handled the situation. And who could be mad with her for being disappointed with the way that he handled the conversation or the situation or the breakup at hand? So, you know, I understand, Tiffany. So we're about to get into Cardi B and Lil Kim next. As you guys already know, Lil Kim is pretty much a joke on the internet. Everybody makes fun of her every chance they get, and it's mind-boggling and it's crazy. I know that she looks like a Chinese woman these days, but we don't have to keep talking about it all the time. And Cardi B decided to come to her defense. So let's get into the article. Cardi B isn't here for people cyberbullying fellow rap star Lil Kim. In addition to being a very successful rapper, Cardi B is known for speaking her truth and standing her ground. The 29-year-old rapper has recently turned her attention to speaking out against the online bullying that Lil Kim, born Kimberly Jones, deals with. On December the 21st, a Twitter user tweeted, "Watching Lil Kim get bullied, mocked, and disrespected by thousands of people online is really upsetting. The other day it was because of her halftime performance, and now it's because of a role that she played in the movie. At one point, with this weird hate bandwagon for Lil Kim in?" Cardi B responded to the tweet and added, "I'm tired of it and it's heartbreaking. She is so supportive, sweet, and a real effing legend. I remember when I used to beef with bitches, I used to put on my MySpace her song F You, laughing emoji. I think it gotta be the 2000s born kids on this app that don't know about ish." Another Twitter user then seemingly accused Cardi B of fake supporting Lil Kim and asked the mother of two, was she going to collab with the Crush on You rapper? Cardi B said, What do a collabo got to do with somebody constantly getting cyberbullied? Before an artist, I am a woman with feelings, and I know how much it hurts to constantly get picked on. When I collab with her, it's going to be at the right time and the right song. I don't rush big moments. One of Cardi B's fans shared an old interview where the New York native spoke on waiting until the right time to work with Lil Kim. Cardi retweeted the post and said, "Been saying this, thank you. I don't rush things. I say this in all my interviews. Until I don't have a right song for an artist, I'm not going to rush it, because if the song don't make sense and it don't do good, then I will feel terrible. It don't take away from her being the greatest." Lil Kim has yet to publicly respond to Cardi's kind words. Do you think that Lil Kim is a victim of cyberbullying? And what are your thoughts about what Cardi B had to say? And I absolutely agree with Cardi B. I do think that Lil Kim has this weird ass hate bandwagon when it comes down to her. People love to tear her down. It don't matter what it is, people want to tear her down, to the point to where her legacy has been shattered. People forget that she was one of the greatest female MCs of all time. People seem to forget that she was the standard before Nicki Minaj even came along. And to be quite honest, people tend to forget that if it wasn't for Kim, there would not be a Nicki Minaj, because that's who Nicki Minaj looked up to. That's who she took from. And that's not to take anything away from Nicki, because at the end of the day, everybody takes from everybody. Everybody takes from everybody. Like when somebody come before you and that's who you love and that's who you like, you take something from everybody. And that's just the facts. Everybody takes something from everybody and make it their own. Nothing is completely original, okay? So that's number one. Number two, it is tiring. Everybody loves to drag Lil Kim. It's tiring at this point. This bitch is a legend. Why are we still dragging her? And a lot of the times we're only dragging her because it's the popular thing to do and because she had an issue with Nicki Minaj. And she's trying to step away from that issue and y'all keep bringing it to her. So I just feel like at this point, we all need to stop dragging Kim. I don't really drag Kim unless it's needed, to be honest. A lot of the times people be dragging Lil Kim and it don't even be no need for them to be dragging her, but they want to drag her any damn way. So I feel like kudos to Cardi B for being one of the people that stands up and speaks up for this woman. Because somebody needs to. Like, they always finding a reason to drag this lady, and they're always coming at her crazy. And I just don't like it. I don't like it. And I think that it's effed up that we even have to sit down and have this conversation. We just need to let Kim do her and leave it be. But, you know, people don't know how to let shit go. All they want to do is constantly keep dragging this woman's name and do everything else. And I just think that is messed up. Completely messed up. Period. Okay, so shout out to Cardi B for that. And for y'all trying to sit up here and say that, is she gonna do, because a lot of y'all trying to say that she defending Lil Kim just because of some Nicki Minaj shit, and everything ain't about that girl, period. Okay, but anyway, let's move on to the last topic of the day, and it's Nene Leakes. Okay, now you guys already know Nene Leakes has been in the press for the last few weeks about her new romance with this African guy 3 months shy of Greg's death. But seems to me like that's not the only man that's been in her life. Apparently she got this young trap dude that she was also fooling around with, and somebody posted it in the news and everybody else got a hold of it, and then he came out and spoke out. Now let's get into the article. Nene Leakes is being linked to a new younger man. Recently, footage and photos of the former RHOA star began circulating online. In one image, a woman appears to be sleeping in the bed with a man. Okay. In the short clip, Nene gives the video the bird and then pans to the same mystery man. This man is now speaking out. He has taken to social media posting photos of him and Nene together in the club. Nene is currently dating a North Carolina businessman or whatnot. Okay, so here's the thing. So the guy said on Snapchat? It was on the Shade Room. So let me go to the Shade Room and get what he said, because he actually came out and made a whole damn statement, and everybody was talking about it, child. And he even said something about Tamar, child. He even went in on her ass too, which I ain't mad at, because y'all know I do not like Tamar ass at all. But you know, he ain't really have to go in on her like that. But child, yeah, okay. So let me get this really quick, okay? Okay, so he said, since motherfuckers want to leak my stuff and run false headlines, might as well share the truth. Last few months have been amazing and eye-opening. Nothing but love for you, Lenithia, and I wish you the best. Okay, so apparently her little friend showed her some love and said that somebody tried to hack him, okay, and leak his stuff. All I gotta say is this here. Nene must have been on the prowl while Greg was in his sick bed, child. She been out here doing her thing, and it is what it is. Because the moment you speak on this, everybody gonna tell you that it's Nene, like, she can. She can, but when it's out in the public, it's up for conversation, right? So it is what it is. But all I gotta say is, Nene, just live your life, do you. And she even posted a video with her and the African dude after all this stuff went down with the younger dude. So she basically letting y'all know that she unbothered and she's still with her man. That's pretty much what it is. So that's all I got for this Yes for the Mess. I know it was kind of late, but child, you know, when you working in retail during the holidays, you be tired and woe the hell out. And I was tired and woe the hell out, okay? But with that being said, child, this be your boy Scotty by Nature. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And also, if you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down in the description box down below. With that being said, you guys, I am out of here. Until my next video, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.